Where does one begin when discussing a program that aims to integrate lives with passions? The answer lies in starting with the question, why? Understanding the why is essential. We often assume we know why we do what we do, but how do we explain when outcomes defy our expectations, or when others achieve results that seem to contradict common assumptions? Take Apple, for instance. Year after year, they outpace their competitors in innovation, yet they're just a computer company like any other. They have access to the same talent, agencies, consultants, and media. So, what makes them different? Consider Martin Luther King Jr. Why did he lead the civil rights movement? He wasn't the only person who suffered in pre-civil rights America, nor was he the only orator of his time. So, why him? And why were the Wright brothers able to achieve powered, controlled manned flight when other teams were better qualified and better funded? There's a deeper pattern at play. A few years ago, I discovered something that profoundly changed my understanding of how the world operates and altered how I function within it. It turns out that all great and inspiring leaders and organizations, whether it's Apple, Martin Luther King Jr., or the Wright brothers, think, act, and communicate in the same way, which is the complete opposite of everyone else. I codified this pattern into what I call the golden circle. The golden circle consists of 3 layers: why, how, and what. Every individual and organization knows what they do. Some know how they do it, whether it's a unique selling proposition or a proprietary process. But very few know why they do what they do. By why, I don't mean to make a profit. That's always a result. I mean, what's your purpose, your cause, your belief? Why does your organization exist? Most people communicate from the outside in. They start with what and move to how and why. But inspired leaders and organizations communicate from the inside out. They start with why. For example, if Apple communicated like most companies, their marketing message might be, "We make great computers. They're beautifully designed and easy to use. Want to buy one?" Not very inspiring. Instead, Apple actually communicates like this: "Everything we do, we believe in challenging the status quo and thinking differently. The way we do this is by making our products beautifully designed and user-friendly. We just happen to make great computers. Want to buy one?" This approach is much more compelling. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. This explains why we're comfortable buying a computer, an MP3 player, or a phone from Apple, but we wouldn't buy these products from other computer companies, even if they're equally qualified. The goal isn't to do business with everyone who needs what you have. It's to do business with people who believe what you believe. This concept is grounded in biology, not psychology. Our brains are structured to respond to this inside-out communication. The neocortex corresponds to the what level and is responsible for rational thought and language. The limbic brain corresponds to how and why, and handles feelings like trust, and loyalty. It also drives behavior but has no capacity for language. When we communicate from the inside out, we speak directly to the part of the brain that controls decision making, and people rationalize those decisions with the neocortex. This is why gut decisions feel right even when they defy all the facts and figures. If you don't know why you do what you do, how will you get others to be loyal or to want to be a part of what you do? Again, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Consider the Wright brothers. They had no money, no education, and no press coverage. Samuel Pierpont Langley had all these advantages, but was motivated by wealth and fame. The Wright brothers were driven by a belief that they could change the world through flight. Their team worked tirelessly with them, driven by the same cause. When they finally succeeded, no one was there to witness it. Langley quit upon hearing of their success, because he wasn't first or famous. This principle also relates to the law of diffusion of innovation. To achieve mass market success, you need to reach a tipping point where about 15 to 18% of the market adopts your product or idea. Early adopters are willing to make intuitive decisions driven by beliefs, not just facts. Look at TiVo as an example of failing to communicate the way. They marketed their product by explaining what it did, pause live TV, skip commercials, and so on. The majority of people didn't buy it because they didn't connect with why they might need it. If they had communicated their purpose, giving people control over their viewing experience, they might have succeeded. In contrast, consider the success of the civil rights movement. Martin Luther King Jr. inspired others by sharing his beliefs, not just outlining a plan. He spoke about what he believed, and those who shared his beliefs made his cause their own. That's why 250,000 people showed up in Washington, D.C. on the right day at the right time to hear him speak, not because of him, but because of what they believed about America. Importantly, he gave the "have a dream" speech, not the "I have a plan" speech. Plans don't inspire, beliefs do. There are leaders and there are those who lead. Leaders hold positions of power or authority, but those who lead inspire us. We follow those who lead not because we have to, but because we want to. We follow them for ourselves, not for them. In conclusion, starting with why empowers you to inspire those around you or to find others who inspire you. Understanding and communicating your purpose is the key to achieving remarkable outcomes and fostering loyalty and dedication among those who share your beliefs.